Hey guys, this is Ginger and I'm back with another expression. Today I wanted to chime in on this internet buzz that's going on with Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry. And everybody keeps talking about that interview she did on some podcast, and then she was on some other interview when some nice looking guy walked out and she acted like she wanted to take her wedding ring off. I don't know why everybody took that so personally. I really don't. And I analyzed it. I watched that and I watched on something else. And I'm listening to the whole internet just buzz about her. And all these guys, and I think it's bothering me that I'm hearing these guys say, "Oh, she want to go through a 304 phase," and I'm like, I had to look that up, okay, because I didn't even know what that meant. So from my understanding, that's supposed to mean that she want to go through a whole phase. And after listening to her, I don't even think that's what it is. From what she was saying is that I believe she said she knew Carrie from high school, and then they went to the same church. So she really didn't get a chance to date, is what she's saying. So, and I think that's with any woman or any guy. To be truthful, you come straight from high school, you probably did a little bit of college, you thought that you would have found, your own way, you would have had your own identity before becoming a mother and a wife, okay? That's all she is saying. And I get what she's saying. Most people have had boyfriends before they actually got married and had a kid. So they was able to find themselves, travel, probably live on their own. That's how you find out who you are and what you're capable of doing and things like that. And find out what you really like in a man, to be honest. And that's all I think she is saying. I don't think I don't consider that a whole phase, as everybody was saying. She's just didn't get a chance to get to know herself. That's all that is. But oh my God, I think people just want to break them up. I really believe people just want to break them up. I mean, I actually witnessed, I already did a commentary about people feeling like two light-skinned people should be together. I actually saw a guy, and this was on TikTok, because I think TikTok is a little more expressive than YouTube. The guy he was like mentioning about her having colored eyes and him having colored eyes. Like, that just seems weird to him. Can somebody please respond to me on this one? What is weird about two people dating with colored eyes? We're doing this to ourselves. Do you understand that? We're coming up with the dumbest reasons why we shouldn't be together. But I find that weird when two people got colored eyes wanting to be together. I need somebody to help me out on this. Are people really trying to sabotage us? Because you don't hear white people talking about that. Oh, well, she's blonde, I'm blonde. I mean, we two blonde-haired people can't be together. Because they know it sounds stupid. Only we talk about dumb shit like that. You don't hear them saying things like, well, I got blue eyes and she got green. A blue eye and a green eye person can't be together. I'm starting to hear this nonsense all over the internet. I'm like, since when that's taboo? I don't get it. Or is it just taboo for us? That's the other thing I want to say. Is it just taboo for us? So two light-skinned people can't be together because they look like brothers and sisters. And now if they're light-skinned, they can't both have colored eyes? How ridiculous does that sound? I mean, please. I just think people don't want to see them together. Or even, it's mostly guys that I'm watching, okay? Or either they just don't want Aisha with Steph Curry, okay? I think people are trying their best to just break them the hell up, and I understand it. Why can't they just be happy? I really think if they see a light skinned guy with a nice, like, especially if she's nice looking and she's light skinned, oh my God, yeah, she got colored eyes, let them tell it. It's a problem. Because you know why? They think we belong to them. I truly believe that. I think they think we're supposed to be with them. So if we get together, it's like it's something bad is about to happen, or it's like incest to them or some shit. And you know what? I have to say this: we allow it. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go there. We allow it. And like I said, we let outside people dictate who we should be with, and we would even dog each other. Well, not me. Fuck it. I don't do that. But we would even go around, turn around, and berate one another in front of them. And that's also we won't feel like they're gonna come for us. It's gonna have to stop people. And like I said, let me just stay on the subject with Steph Curry. I've even watched some commentary with people talking about his kids. And I mean, really, just say, and I'm gonna have to say women too. I've watched a few women say stupid stuff like, oh, they just look funny looking together. Like, ugh. Like, I don't know, the Currys just look funny looking to me. And then they go on to talk about how funny looking the kids are. And they really talk about his son. Not the last one, but the son that was right before him. And I think the only reason they're talking about him is because he is very, very pale. He is very high heel, okay? They keep saying how he's not a nice looking kid. People are so cruel, very cruel. Now, the only thing I hope that she'll stop getting on the internet talking about her relationship, because I think where she went wrong is that she even went as far as telling everybody she's seeing a therapist. She could have kept that part to herself. I'm not gonna lie, she could have kept that to herself. But other than that, I think people just want to break them up. And Steph Curry's so comical, and that's why I like him so much. You don't hear him in too much nonsense, okay? And to be honest, even when he does talk about things, it's like he's still very reserved. I like that. I like the class of Steph Curry. I'm just gonna have to put that out there. I like the class of him, and I hope nobody corrupt him because that industry. If you're too clean, they want to dirty you. As simple as that. If they could show some type of flaw about you, they will do it. And if they could go through your wife to destroy you, well, they'll do it. Just want to put that out there. But I hope they weather this because I think he did post something up saying that, he sticks behind his wife 100%. But I agree. Some of them was like, you need to sit down with your wife and tell her, stop trying to want to be an it girl. You made a choice. You decided to marry him and have kids. So you have to play your role. And I'm going to have to agree on that as well. Okay, but let's talk about that for a second. She's not the only one that feel that way. If you look at some of these rappers and some of these athletes, as they get further along in their career, did you notice that their wives wind up opening up their own clothing, line, or their own jewelry line, their own clothing line, or they start their own organization and things like that? Because they don't want to be just known for being the wife of. Okay, they feel like, I have my own identity and I'm involved with things like this. They want their own identity. And I think that's all it is that's going on with Ayesha Curry. I don't think she's necessarily craving attention from all these men like everybody was saying. She's just saying she didn't get a chance for it to be about her before it was wound up being about Steph and her being a mother. That's all she's saying. So let's stop trying to take it and twist it into other things, because I have not heard now one person say that they saw her talking to some other man, or some man, or she's creeping on the low, or some man just came out saying they was with her. You didn't hear none of these things, okay? I think Steph and her need to sit down and talk about some things. That she needs to limit what type of interviews she does, especially when it comes down to her relationship with her husband and her children. That's all I have to say on that. But I think they'll weather this, and I think Stephanie need to keep his eye open because Ayesha Curry, she is a very nice looking woman. Now, also, before I get off, I think somebody was saying something about Drake. She got jealous because Drake called him stuff out in a concert and that she rolled her eyes. I ain't gonna lie, she did, because I saw it. I saw the clip. She'll get past it, but I hope they stay strong. But I'm gonna end it off right here. I just thought I'll give my 2 cents in on it, but as usual, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, and go ahead and look at some of my older commentary. Until then, I'll be back with another commentary. You guys have a good day.